Everyone has been talking about how bad the state of Fortnite is, so I wanted to share my 50 most iconic Fortnite moments. The day Fortnite got deleted. 6 years ago, Fortnite went offline for 38 hours. This was the first time Fortnite was unplayable since its release, and everyone lost their minds.
Did they just shut the game down?
But while Fortnite was only down for 2 days, for FaZe Jarvis, it was down for 5 years. On November 3rd, 2019, FaZe Jarvis made the biggest mistake of his entire career. Uploading a video with aimbot installed, this was the catalyst for Epic to ban all of his accounts and any future account he made. This changed his life forever, just like when Ninja died from Ligma. What's Ligma, you might ask? Well, Ninja asked that same question, and boy, did he regret it.
Let's start banning all of the Ligma stuff, please.
But that's not the only thing he regretted. It was the New Year's of 2018 when Ninja had the opportunity to host a Fortnite event. People from all over the world gathered to watch the Times Square New Year's ball drop, and they asked this human highlighter to get out there and do the floss.
What you got? Don't do it. Just move. If you got to throw it, just move. It's all I want to see, some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
Now, while he didn't see a lot of movement, we definitely saw a lot of movement when jiggle physics were added to Fortnite. Honestly, this is when the game peaked for Cypher, but sadly, it was swiftly removed, well, just like Chapadoodle. Muzelk was playing Fortnite when he noticed a random player stuck at the bottom of the map.
Oh, there's a guy down there.
And he made it his mission to rescue the player no matter the cost. On his attempt to build down, he was actually met with a world barrier, which blocked his ability to reach Chapadoodle.
You can't build lower, that's why you're stuck.
Knowing that you can bounce off the roof of a golf cart, he quickly made his way down and accidentally bumped Chapadoodle and knocked him to his death.
Music's here. Oh no! We killed Chapadoodle!
Another person who fell to their death was Tim the Tatman in the Fortnite World Cup qualifiers.
I die!
Can you imagine if this onion qualified for the Fortnite World Cup, but someone who did qualify was Booga? Everyone knows he won it, but not only did he win it, he established himself as the best Fortnite player in the world. With a total earnings of $3 million, he quickly became an internet superstar. And this, unfortunately, was the last Fortnite event I casted because I got fired. In Chapter 1, Season 10, Fortnite added the most overpowered thing in Fortnite history, the mechs. Tim the Tatman and I were playing in a massive tournament where we were trying to hide for placement points. But then soon we heard a mech approaching in the distance that just so happened to destroy our building and one-shot the both of us. I then raged and quit the tournament on the spot. And at the time, I was scheduled to cast the next Fortnite event. But after that clip went viral, Epic reached out and said it was in their best interest to have me sit that next event out. I haven't casted since. Someone who hasn't been to a Fortnite event in a long time is Laserbeam, after he went on the Fortnite broadcast and cursed multiple times.
And then someone fucking shot me. So, oh, can I not swear?
This is a family show, mate.
Oh,
At least it wasn't as bad as this one.
And then I'm gonna come real hard all over them.
For sure, that's a lot of information.
Look, we all make mistakes, just like Fortnite, when they added the Infinity Blade. Everyone knows how overpowered this sword was. Even the pros took advantage of it. Pro player Sam used the Infinity Blade in the $1 million Winter Royale tournament and picked up 11 eliminations. And he ended up getting 12 eliminations before being taken down, just like Fortnite from the App Store. With mobile players making up 78% of players in the world, Fortnite Mobile was extremely sought after. Unfortunately for iPhone users, the game was only available for 832 days before a huge lawsuit erupted between Apple and Epic Games. Thankfully, it is now returned, but we can't say the same about Friendly Fire. While it gave us some of Fortnite's most iconic clips ever, it was also the centerpiece of many toxic moments.
Dumbass kids, bro. What the f is wrong with y'all, dumbass kids?
With how fresh the game was, rare loot was highly desired, leaving many people to eliminate their teammates just to get the hands on the weapons. And remember, back then, there was no reboots. So if your random teammate eliminated you, your game was over. It became so toxic that it was removed in Season 2 and never returned. But with Friendly Fire being removed, it didn't stop people from being creative to find new ways to eliminate their teammates. This is when the infamous Impulse War between Dr. Lupo and Ninja commenced. Ninja and Dr. Lupo were the biggest duo in Fortnite, and while their gameplay was amazing, it also came with a good amount of trolling. So when the impulse grenades were introduced, it only became worse. They started taking each other out at every opportunity, and sometimes that didn't go as planned.
I swear to...
This became such a common occurrence in their streams that compilations began to be made of these moments, with one racking up 32 million views. Now, 32 million views is a lot, but 45 million views is even more for the greatest Fortnite video ever made. Landon is known for his challenge videos and memes, like winning without touching the ground. But in 2020, he embarked on his hardest journey yet, because he couldn't move. That meant no healing. He had to pray for the perfect last zone and hope the final player eliminated themselves. Now, Laserbeam already struggles to win normally, so winning without moving seemed impossible. After many attempts and his best placement being 4th, he had the genius idea to stream snipe his friend Fresh, hoping he would eliminate all the players before the zone got to him. That plan seemed perfect, but what would happen when Laserbeam and Fresh are the only two left in the lobby? Well, Landon had a plan for that. Fresh at the time was his roommate, so Landon ran to his room, unplugged his PC, removing Fresh from the game and giving Landon the win. It won! While Landon was making his own challenges, another creator was making challenges for others to take part in. The infamous Scissors Death Run. Scissors became the cause of many broken keyboards and monitors as many creators tried to beat his death runs. Why? While some were able to beat his death runs, even putting up speed runs, other creators, like me, stood no chance. And it made for some very rageful moments. Just stop dying, forehead. But Fortnite also did something that caused the whole community to be mad at the game, causing everyone to quit when they added zombies. Back in 2018, we had our introduction to Fortnitemares. Even though now it's something the community gets very excited about, the first introduction was far from perfect. The map was filled with fog, making it impossible to see players from a distance. The zombies would constantly spawn on the map and chase after you. Third, the zombies would be below you, chopping out your builds, even if you were just fighting a real player.
Yo, the zombies are third partying, bro.
It was relentless. Creators hated it, causing them to go play Sea of Thieves. Thankfully, that was just an update that was quickly removed. The same, though, couldn't be said for this Peely. Meet Jewel Trooper. This one Peely caused more pain to XQC than anything I've mentioned so far. Jewel Trooper had one mission, to stream snipe and troll XQC. And oh, did it work? I'm not joking, I think Jewel Trooper eliminated XQC over 20 times. And after he did it, he hit the same emote over and over and over again. It did cause some funny moments, though.
It's the same guy.
It's a good thing Jewel Trooper chose to stream snipe XQC and not Ninja, though, because all it took was one emote for Ninja to report a stream snipe.
There's the emote. There it is.
Dude. Four player. You have a little proof, you know what I mean?
Ninja got a lot of hate for this, and throughout his career, he would constantly hear, "You've got to love when there's proof." But there was one stream sniper who didn't get banned. Mr. Beast when he stream sniped Tfue in real life. During one of Tfue's live streams, he heard a knock on his window behind him, and to his surprise, it was Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast set a challenge for Tfue. For every elimination he gets, he wins $500.
Every kill you get, I'm gonna give you $500.
All right. Tfue was racking up the elims, and Mr. Beast was throwing him money. He was able to reach 14 eliminations, totaling $7,000, and then won an additional $3,000 from rock, paper, scissors. And this wasn't the last time Mr. Beast surprised Tfue. He also surprised Tfue with a real-life Fortnite battle bus. Tfue certainly thanked the bus driver. One person who wasn't thankful was Summit, though, when he got a friend request.
Someone wants to be friends.
Epic Games added a feature where it would announce when you got a friend request. So Summit's viewers took full advantage and flooded him with friend requests. Luckily, he was able to disable the feature, but there's something Fortnite wasn't able to disable in one of the biggest tournaments of the year. In 2018, during the Summer Skirmish Finals, Fortnite players encountered a no-gravity bug.
What is happening?
Players were left confused as they were floating up and down, and even one player tried to stop himself with builds. And this isn't the only time people got sent flying. The first ever rocket ride led to many iconic clips, but no clips were more iconic than these. Tfu's hunting rifle, where he got 8 headshots in just 30 seconds. Allier's Diplodocus becoming so iconic, he got his own Diplodocus emote with his icon skin. Ninja's revolver with 1 HP.
Oh my god!
And the first recorded Fortnite win. I'm just gonna let this one play out.
Hit it for 150.
This moment is what we all experienced in the early days of Fortnite. The intense feeling of trying to get your first win and becoming the king of the lobby. But there's no one more of a king than the one and only Nick A30. Nick was recording a Fortnite roleplay when he started getting grief, which is quite the common occurrence for Nick. But one moment went viral over all the others when Nick was trying to be the king.
Everyone should be activated at this time. This is a test run. You think you're the king? I'm the king.
This instantly became iconic. Even Speed recreated it with Nick.
You think you're the king?
I'm the king. No.
This one moment later became part of Nick's brand and was the inspiration for his icon skin. Talking of kings, there were the 2 players who were the kings of Tilted Towers, Nick Merckx and Aiden, the 2 best console players in the world, who also both dropped Tilted Towers. And at the 2018 Summer Skirmish, those 2 met. Everyone was wondering who would come out on top, and in their first encounter, it was Aiden, who had to brag a little. This didn't stop Nick from dropping Tilted. He wanted revenge. But as the tournament went on, Aiden kept coming out on top.
No! Again at 20 HP!
Going 4-0 in their battle of Tilted Towers. But then something unexpected happened. They put their rivalry to the side and teamed up for a duo tournament, making one of my favorite casting moments. During the tournament, there was a Make It Rain bonus, where whoever got the most eliminations in the time frame won $30,000. And with the zone closing towards Tilted Towers, it forced everyone into their home. They took out everyone, winning the $30,000.
The Make It Rain bonus goes to Nick Merckx and Aiden.
While those 2 rivalries came together, there was no bigger rivalry than Ninja and Tfu, who were the 2 biggest streamers in the game, and their rivalry went all the way back to H1Z1. People would always debate who's the better player, but one day they finally met up in-game. Tfu initiated the fight with a hunting rifle shot for 50 damage. Ninja instantly responds with a sniper shot of his own. While Tfu heals up, Ninja takes the high ground and fires an RPG towards Tfu. Ninja continued the pressure and push, but as he got close, Tfu hit the launch pad to take the high ground. With the positions now flipped, Ninja kept firing rockets at Tfu to try to knock him down, but Tfu blocked it. Tfu continues to get higher and waits for the perfect time to shoot. This would be the last time these 2 fought, where over the years, Tfu actually came out on top 6-3, but there was no fight as hard as Search, 7 chests, and Risky Reel. Risky Reels was a very small POI, meaning there wasn't very many chests. But with the reward of earning a free skin called the Visitor, everyone wanted to complete this challenge. In every single game, everyone would land at Risky Reels, making it the most hectic POI ever. It took players many attempts to even get 1 chest. This challenge became so iconic that Fortnite even brought it back when OG returned. But there was one item we thought would never return. The rarest weapon in Fortnite history is so rare that there was only 1 video recording of it, the Zapatron. This weapon was only in the game for 30 minutes before it got removed, so 99.99% of players never got to use it. 8 years later, though, that changed with it being brought back for only 3 days. Yet nothing has been brought back more than Tilted Towers being the most beloved POI in Fortnite. When it was destroyed during the volcano event, everyone was left shocked. These events kept getting bigger and bigger, even breaking the record for the most concurrent players during the Galactus event of 15.3 million players. Other things that were destroyed in Fortnite: apart from my hopes and dreams of getting an icon skin, was when Lazarbeam broke the record for the most amount of viewers during a live stream. Everyone was ready and waiting for the Doomsday event, but suddenly the Fortnite servers crashed. Because of this, most players couldn't take part in the event, including many streamers, but not Lazarbeam. So the only way people could watch the event was through his stream. As the timer for the event ticked down, his viewership kept spiking, all the way up to 915,000 viewers, setting a world record at the time. But if we go all the way back to the first Fortnite event, another record was broken. During the rocket event, players built huge ramps to get a better view of the rocket. But because this was the first Fortnite event, there was no player protection. And one player had a crazy idea. Just as the event was starting, one player went all the way down to the bottom of the mega ramp and chopped it out. He got 48 eliminations in a matter of seconds, setting the new world record. After this happened, Fortnite changed how events were played. But there's one thing Fortnite couldn't prevent: the Peely Army. I competed in a $100,000 duo tournament with all your favorite creators. Even my duo was Cypher. But to our surprise, the rest of the lobby was filled with pro players, including Clicks, Mr. Savage, Booga, and more. And these pro players were also teamed up with other pro players, meaning the creators had no chance in this event. That was when Muzelk put a message in the Discord calling for other content creators to team up as matching Peely skins. This was the start of the Peely Army. We all joined the same Discord and landed Pleasant Park. We needed more loot, so we made it our main mission to take over Tilted Towers. The Peely Army was holding strong until news struck and Lupo heard there was imposters among us.
Poach and Scented are dressed up as bananas at Fatal Fields right now, too.
No! We swiftly took them out, though, along with all the remaining pros.
There we go, Booga's down!
Yes!
With just Peely's remaining, we decided to do a pickaxe fight, but we let our guard down early. There was actually one remaining imposter who wound up winning the game. Although that was a big battle, there was one fight that changed the whole game's future when Summit 1G and Myth had the first ever build battle. In early 2018, the game began to gain traction. But because the game was so new, players didn't really use building. That was until Myth and Summit 1G faced off in game. He saw someone ramping towards him, so he began to build higher and higher. Summit was shocked as he had never seen a player do this before.
He keeps building higher.
As Summit was trying to keep up with Myth's building, he saw an opportunity and actually hit Myth with a pump shot, dropping him to 14 HP. But Myth kept building even higher, eventually gaining height on Summit. Once he saw an opening and dropped down, he returned a shot on Summit. Hitting for 104, Summit was so confused on where Myth was.
What's happening?
Looking around, trying to find him, but Myth took height again, pumping Summit from above and winning the first ever Fortnite build fight.
Let's go, baby!
This kickstarted the trend of Fortnite building, which pushed the game to be more and more competitive, which then later birthed players using stretched res. Every top player in the game was using it, but nothing was more stretched out than the With the game getting more and more competitive, Fortnite hosted their first ever creator event where I made the biggest mistake of my career. In 2018, Fortnite hosted a Pro-Am with a prize pool of $3 million for charity, where every creator was matched with a celebrity. The game started and me and my duo Kenneth Fareed played it safe, making it to the top 20 and being in perfect position on a hill. Then Ninja started firing grenades at me, so I returned fire with grenades of my own, knocking Ninja and Marshmallow down to the low ground. I even knocked Marshmallow in the process.
He only has one. He takes out Marshmallow.
We were in the perfect position, and that's when I made the worst mistake of my career. We were in the top 5, and I gave up my high ground to go force more fights. Because of this, Marshmallow and Ninja shotgunned Kenneth and snuck back to the high ground, forcing me all the way to the bottom of the hill. Even with 1 HP, I was able to pick up another elimination, leaving me in a 1v2 against Ninja and Marshmallow. But because I gave up that high ground, I was quickly eliminated, losing $1 million. I think I could probably make that back now by making a Fortnite brain rot map. This wasn't the intended goal for Creative 2.0, but back when UEFN was announced, it was one of the biggest moments in Fortnite history for me. We all remember that first showcase and what potential we thought the future of Fortnite had. Creative 2.0 changed the future of Fortnite forever, with the player base currently being split 50-50 for Battle Royale and creative maps. And there was one creative map that Cypher PK particularly loved more than others. While Chun-Li was trapped, there's no better player at using traps than Cypher PK.
Oh my God!
While we now know Cypher PK is one of the biggest Fortnite creators in the world, this one clip started it all. He built his very own trap tower.
Got him! Let's go!
But Avery took it to new heights with his own trap rift. He actually built a sky base with a floor just below where the rift would take you, surrounding the side with traps, leaving no room to escape.
Did you get it?
Yes! Oh. Just like this hacker who couldn't escape Dr. Lupo. The boys were playing Fortnite when Trevor May got instantly eliminated. No one suspected anything though, as that was usual behavior from him. Ninja then went to go get revenge, but he also got quickly eliminated. It was right then when they knew they were facing a cheater. It was Dr. Lupo and Tim the Tapman left, which basically means just Dr. Lupo because Tim the Tapman can't even eliminate a normal player, let alone a cheater. Tim tried to get a quick hunting rifle shot off, but was eliminated through the mountain. Lupo had one chance to get a quick headshot snipe. He peeked over the ramp and took his shot. The hunting rifle is one of the best weapons in Fortnite history for me, but there was no weapon more OP than the original double pump. This wasn't really one moment, but the double pump was so iconic that it had to be included. The pump shotgun was already a strong weapon, so when you could swap between two of them to increase the fire rate, it just made it the most overpowered combo in Fortnite history. Regardless, no weapon was good enough to eliminate Thanos. We're spoiled with the amount of collabs we get now in Fortnite, but the first collab was all the way back in 2018 with Marvel. With Avengers Infinity War releasing, they collaborated with Marvel to put the Thanos gauntlet in the game, which lets you turn into Thanos. He was so strong, many players didn't even attempt to eliminate him. They would just hide and pray. But for some, there was no escape, making some of the scariest moments in Fortnite. To rub salt into the wound, Thanos could also emote after eliminating you. But there was one emote Mongrel hated more than any other: Taco Time. During Season X, if you entered Greasy Grove, every few minutes there was an event called Taco Time. Each time the song would play, players would be forced into doing an emote. Players outside the POI, though, could still shoot in towards you without the ability to fight back. And it made for one of the funniest Mongrel rage moments ever.
King Taco Time!
While that was the most hated emote in Fortnite, this one is the most beloved. In 2018, Fortnite hosted an event called the Boogie Down Contest, where if you submitted a video of you doing your own dance, Fortnite might pick you and add it to the game. There were thousands and thousands of submissions, but one quickly became the community's favorite: Meet Orange Shirt Kid. His dance stood out amongst the rest, instantly becoming a meme and the front runner to win the competition. But to our surprise, he didn't win, and he placed 23rd. While Boogie Down was a great winner, the community was outraged. Everyone flocked to social media, spamming the hashtag Justice for Orange Shirt Kid, demanding the kid got his own emote. But luckily, less than a month later, the emote we now know as Orange Justice was added to the game. But no one was more beloved than Connor.
Hello.
One day, I queued into a game of random duos where I met a kid named Connor. I helped him get his first win, and the chat was loving it.
We did it, dude!
We continued playing, and he was able to meet so many of his favorite creators, even launching his own YouTube channel, where he reached 600,000 subscribers. 600,000 is a large sum, but when Ninja peaked at over 600,000 live viewers, that shook the Fortnite and streaming community. But Ninja had some help during this, duoing with Drake, who even tweeted out his stream. While they won their first game, Drake was taken out early in their second. He was so impressed watching Ninja play that he decided to offer him a challenge.
I got 5K donation if you get this dub right now.
Yeah?
Win the game, win $5,000. And of course, Ninja won.
Oh my God.
The stream was a blast, and more celebrities even joined in. And that's when Travis Scott famously asked for Band-Aids.
Yo, Gigi, you got Band-Aids?
Band-Aids?
But who really needed Band-Aids was Clix and Fortnite's relationship after Clix got banned for 2 weeks. We know Clix is the biggest competitive Fortnite player in the world, but when he got banned for teaming, forcing him to miss 2 FNCS tournaments, it became one of the biggest controversies in Fortnite history. Clix and Fortnite later made amends when he would get an icon skin. Please, Fortnite, I'm begging. I'm on my knees. Just like Ninja when he was stuck on the edge of the map. Ninja was looking for a chest when he fell off the side of the map. While he managed to catch himself with builds, he didn't have enough materials to get back up, so he would beg his teammates for help. But Lupo had other ideas in mind. Lupo shot his ramp till he called him his real name.
Say the right name. What's my name?
Daddy!
That's right.
Lupo finally drops Ninja some materials, but it wasn't easy for Ninja to grab because he dropped it to the side of his ramp. Ninja took the leap and grabbed the materials, but Lupo had only dropped one brick, meaning Ninja still couldn't build. Ninja dropped off the map just like my heart when Mr. Beast and Mini Minter challenged me to win a game of Fortnite for $70,000. Mr. Beast and Mini Minter were making a video where they would challenge Fortnite streamers to win a game of Fortnite for $10,000. But every time a streamer failed, the prize would add to the next person's game. After 6 streamers failed, Mr. Beast and Mini Minter joined my stream. My hands were shaking. I was in the top 4 when I would drop down to just 16 HP with no materials. I retreated down from my tower to try and heal, but the pressure continued to build. I was able to escape and hide from the remaining players until there was just one person left. And I saw them on the edge of the zone, so I made my move. I began placing walls, trapping the final player in the zone and winning the $70,000. Oh my goodness! Oh my God! Oh my God! Yes! He did it! I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching.